Hey everyone, I am going live. I have not been live for a while and I had a lot more to say, so instead of like having a complete story that was like, 10,000 stories long. Hi everyone, how y'all doing? Nice to see you. Happy Friday for those who are joining in. Nice to see ya. It's been a little bit of time. So I was just saying, for those of you who just joined, I had originally was going to post another story. I'm sure y'all are sick of my stories right now, so I figured I'd just go live because this was kind of a good discussion that I thought maybe I'd bring up. For those of you who don't know, I am like going through a breakup. And it's something that's been forever. Hi, King Reyes, nice to see you. But this has kind of been something more final for me, and it's been a little bit difficult. Hi, Luke Stevens, London. Oh, you all remember where you all from, right? Nice to see you guys. I'm doing okay, Luke. Today's a little bit better. Happy Friday to you too. Today's a little bit better for me. The past few days have been rough. Like I said, there's moments it's like up and down. I cry, I feel better, then I'm not good, then so I'm trying to really just stay positive. But for those of you that are just joining in. So with that being said, I did want to talk about a couple different things. And then thank you. Hi, Erin. Nice to see you. And number one is trust, right? Like I said, trust in a relationship is super important. Once that trust is broken, it is extremely hard to get it back. I'm smiling. Thank you, guys. And just to be open and honest, I am not a perfect individual. I make mistakes, and I think that to reflect on what I could have done better is more important than sitting there and trying to reflect on what this other person did to you. And I don't really need to get into that. So hi, Unique. Nice to see you. How's everybody doing? I know you like when I smile. Thanks. I'm trying to smile, guys. I just wanted to be genuine smiles though. So kind of going back to that, I think that it's good to reflect on what you could have done better in a relationship. And number one is it comes down to trust. If trust is ever broken, it is super difficult to get it back, and on both parts. So for me, I'm just going to be a little bit vulnerable here. When things were back and forth and we were at the end of a relationship, and it's, thank you, one day at a time, back and forth, and things were tough. It really was hard for me to feel, I guess, secure in the relationship. And so when that happens, I think it's very easy to let other people come in, and whether that's innocent conversations or thinking the grass is greener, even if you don't go into if you're not fully like being, talking to somebody in that aspect or getting intimate, it's still if you're not, even if you're not with that other person, but it's kind of hit and miss and it's unsure, establish those boundaries, right? Establish them right away. Because if you don't do so, it's only going to make things even worse, right? Totally going to make things worse with everyone, with that other individual. And if you find that you're continuing not to feel secure, it's time to take some space and really back off and really contemplate if this is going to work. I think that for me, I now know that I have to be more vocal, establish more boundaries, and stick to my boundaries. And if I decide to continue to go into this back and forth and try to work through things, then at that point, I still don't need to allow anybody else in until that whole situation has basically until that situation has been defined. And like I said, right now that I'm really going through this breakup, what I found is, like I said, emotionally, I am not available. I don't really think of myself as being with anybody else. I really feel like I need to work on myself. Yeah. I said work on myself, right? So I think that it's important that I am happy within myself before I'm able to give to anybody else. And Thank you, King Reyes. You're awesome. Thanks. Thank you for you all being understanding. I think that it's important to understand. Never gets back and forth. Yeah, you're right. Back and forth is tough, because if it's back and forth and one person's feeling this and one person's feeling this, and it's just, there's no clear boundaries. We're together, we're not together, we're together, we're not together. There's no solid ground and no one is able to feel comfortable. And that's where problems happen. And if there's been trust issues in the past on either side, it gets worse. And, and you may not want to be with anybody else at that moment, but just those emotions that you're feeling, those emotions you're feeling can sometimes lead into decisions that you normally wouldn't make. I think looking back, it's important that you provide yourself with the time and space that you need so that you're capable of being a better person. And like I said, now that the relationship's completely over, I really don't want to be with anybody right now. And I think that's okay. I think it's easy because there's that thought of, oh my gosh, is that other person going to get with somebody else? It's not my concern anymore if they do that. It really isn't. And I need to focus on me, and I need to focus on what's best for me. And I know emotionally that wouldn't be good for me. And I need time to heal. I need time to be by myself. I need time to reflect on things that I need to prove on. And thank you. Hi, Christo. Nice to see you guys. So I think that it's important to take that time to yourself. And like I said, there's days that I'm crying. There's moments I'm crying. There's moments I'm smiling. This is definitely a roller coaster. But the reason I'm kind of just documenting all of this is because as I was going through it, I really didn't understand. I needed some type of, just information. Who went through this? Did anybody document how did they feel? You can talk to friends, but I felt like maybe someday in the future, somebody might be feeling how I was feeling, and look back and know, hopefully, which I'm a positive person, that it's going to be okay and things are going to be fine. You're right. Anybody that has prior traumas in relationships, when they're going to bring it into that relationship. That's another reason why I know for a fact that, number one, like I'm super weird about complete intimacy. Yes, I'm a little flirtatious, but I know that when it comes down to it, I'm very weird about that. And I know that there's an exchange of energy. And for me, I'm definitely not ready for that. I do need alone time to reflect. That's the other thing. It's weird. I don't find anybody attractive right now. And that's okay. But I think that if I were to ever move forward, and I have no idea when that's going to be, I need to make sure that I reflect and I work on the things that I need to work on so that I don't take that to the next relationship. It's hard to say that because I can't imagine that right now, but that's my brain. That's my logic. Right now, some of this is emotional, some of this is logic. So I guess rule of thumb is this. Establish boundaries, talk about things. You either going to work on it or you're not. No back and forth, right? No back and forth. So, that's my little spiel. I thought that was better than just putting a bunch of stories up. And I hope you all, thank you for, sitting and listening with me and giving your input. I appreciate all the support that you guys have given me the past few days. And I have moments where now I feel like things are going to be okay. It's not all the time, but it's happening. So you guys have it's even hard to say this, but you guys have a beautiful and blessed day. And I really appreciate you guys. And, you guys see the good, the bad, the ugly through all of it. So thank you. You have a good day.